Alright, I'm not sure you can even hear this part, but welcome to our second stint of overnight camping in our RAV4 in Belgium. Right now, I don't actually know what town we're in. Cutting in later. We're in Tongeren, Borgleren, something like that. I 100% butchered it, but just so I remember later where we were. We stopped at some random town for some lunch. It's about noon. Parking was a pain in the butt, but I managed it, so you know, it's fine. It's a very cute little town. It's about 40 minutes from the Dutch border, which is useful because that's where we're gonna go because it is Sunday. Everything is closed here, or at least they close in like 20 minutes, like the hardware stores here and the grocery stores and stuff. So Elizabeth has no idea at this point, but the camping place we're going to later is like a small animal rescue, or also like a general animal rescue thing. I don't really know how it works. I only know what's on Park4Night, which is the app we've used to find our camping places so far. Elizabeth's not here yet. They should have like horses and ponies and goats and stuff. We're at this place for 4 nights. We're gonna go to the hardware store. We're gonna grab hopefully some like yoga mats or camping mats. It's just the mattress that we have is a bit thin, and we're both side sleepers, in which it makes our hips a little uncomfortable. So we're gonna hopefully go find something to pad ourselves underneath there, and then go to the grocery store and then head over. So this is all of our stuff. The one caveat is that when we get to Cologne in about 2 weeks, we need to make space for Will, who's gonna sit behind me, and Otto, who's gonna sit in a carrier that is collapsed back there. It's a pretty small carrier, but it's gonna be tight, but it'll be a good time. So let's get on to the hardware store, which is gonna be over in the Netherlands. All right, we got everything. Groceries, got some electronic stuff that we were missing for the battery. Elizabeth bought a book, and we are 22 minutes away from the place. I think it's supposed to start raining in an hour and 10 minutes. So we will see if we get there and get set up in time before the rain comes. It's gonna be tight, or it might start sprinkling. I want to finish before there's any lightning. There's apparently a thunderstorm coming, which is fine, but the lightning is my concern. So let's see if we can get there and get set up. I'm not sure how much talking there'll be between now and when we're all set up, depending on the weather. So. Alrighty, well, that didn't go to plan. We started getting set up, basically got the tarp down, and took the tent out of the bag, and then it started sprinkling. We started getting the metal poles, these metal poles that go through it, like right there. Started getting that together, and then didn't make much more progress than that, and it just started coming down. But the wind was also howling, so if we had just left it outside, the tent could be who knows where. So we basically just kept pushing through. That was a light maroon shirt, I think, before. My shirt is soaked, my pants are soaked, my shoes are soaked. Elizabeth's barefoot. Luckily we were smart enough to close the door. My keys were left outside, so they're a little wet, but it's fine. I did my best to push all the water out, but we were very close to packing it up and going and staying in a hotel. Not sure how close. The question was asked whether we wanted to pack it up and go to a hotel. And we still might. We'll see. We have electricity, at least, at this campsite, which means we have we can run the fan, which hopefully can help dry some stuff out. But anyways, I'm gonna keep helping Elizabeth pack or unpack and all this stuff. So anyways. Alright, I don't know how long it's been since the last clip, but we're getting more or less set up. The sun has come out, so everything is getting back to normal. Luckily, like I said, the inside of the car is dry, which is the important part. That's where the shower and washing machine and laundry is. I just realized I haven't done a cut back to after I took a shower. It may not look different, but I did shower for the first time in I think 4 days, because we didn't shower at the last place because they didn't have one. It just was a field. No, it's really nice now that the weather's not literally pouring down rain. Our stuff is drying out pretty nicely. We got all situated. There's some really nice setups at that camp. I'm gonna try to show one of them. I'm gonna ask him if he speaks English, if I can show off his setup, because it's impressive. There are a ton of rats back there behind the bunnies. I'm hoping that one of these days that we're here, we will get the whole tour about this place, because I'm pretty sure, at least on the website, it said it was a small animal rescue with horses. And there are like rescue horses that are like injured or sick or something about them, like otherwise they would have gone and been put down or something, but they're still healthy enough to not be put down. I don't know. Maybe we'll get the actual tour from the guy here that speaks English. He was just giving some kids the tour. Hi. Hi. The bread we got has good flavor on the inside, but the edge tastes like half burnt, which is weird. But overall, Elizabeth and I are both feeling pretty relaxed right now because we were so stressed earlier. The fly problem, I would say at this moment, the fly problem at the other place was worse than this one. But we may have bigger problems tomorrow because the rain may have pushed them all away or made them all go away. But we'll find out. Anyways, it's good first day. Stressful, but we are persevering. And the only thing that we realized is if we wanted to go to the store, which we might have, we'd have to either unhook the tent, or like I have like 3 feet or 4 feet in front of me that I have to maneuver the car in. But that is a later problem. We may not go to the store just because of how much effort it took. But apparently this guy is leaving tomorrow, so maybe we'll end up moving overall just to scoot over away from that person, because we are pretty close. All right, the sky is clear. I slept pretty good last night. I think I slept for like 9 hours. We have a fan in the front of the car that's running on full speed because we have electricity here. And I think that helped keep the car dry. So The most stressful thing for Elizabeth and I right now is knowing if this tent is staked down. We have stakes on all four sides, on all four corners, multiple stakes in some places, but this wind over here is no joke. Yeah, I don't know what our plan is. I think we're gonna sit with the tent today, see how it goes, see if we need to move it, because technically this is not supposed to be our spot. There was a problem with booking yesterday, or like with the booking system, where they lost a bunch of bookings, but because I had an email confirmation, they let us stay here. And so they squeezed us in between two people. And so they may ask us to move. I don't really want to move because that involves moving the tent. And like I just said, that's stressful, but we'll see. There used to be an RV here. They've also left. Now, I really do feel really close to that guy in terms of spacing, but I don't really want to move. All right, so neither of us are a big fan of this tent right now. Not that it's going anywhere or anything, but what we're gonna try to do is we have a pop-up toilet that also has stakes in it, which is much smaller and much more confined. So we're gonna try to fit everything that can't fit in the car in the pop-up toilet, stake that down, and probably take down the tent. It's kind of unfortunate that we're not going to use the tent. Maybe if we can fit everything in the pop-up toilet, which I think we can. But neither of us are very comfortable with this tent right now, and it's better to be more comfortable and have, you know, be okay with what's going on. But it also makes it easier to move if you want to go to the store. And like right now, those poles are flexing, which I know they're supposed to, but I would be fine. But like this side doesn't open at all. Like it has plastic and it has a zipper, but the zipper's only on the inside to be able to see out. So you can't actually like let air pass through. So air just catches in here and is just lifting it up. And I don't like how much pressure is on those stakes. But anyways, I'm gonna keep helping Elizabeth and go from there. So we did end up moving the tent or taking it down. So we put up the tarp that was underneath it, and we can pull it like that and provide some rain cover. And if the rain gets really bad, then we'll just, you know, just close the car up. But then we don't have to be as concerned about the wind. If it tears the tarp, whatever, the tarp. So when we were in the Netherlands yesterday, I was able to pick up some rattlers, which I had not had in a bit, and I hadn't had anything to drink since we left Munich. I don't know if that's fully true. I may have had something, a beer. I don't think so, but I don't remember. I think this will work. I do think there's a high chance that this tarp tears. But whatever. If it tears, we'll just buy another one. But anyways, we will continue. I think there's some rain coming, and then maybe after that, Elizabeth and I might go to the store tomorrow, maybe. Without the tent, it also makes going to the store a lot easier because we don't have to tear that down, figure out where to put all that stuff. So
yeah, it's on.
Feel like we got some weather coming in. All the rats from yesterday in the bunny pen are all gone. So
Rocky on me like that?
So it's a laser gun with a dagger?
Yeah, it's like a bayonet.
Right.
alrighty. So far we're just hanging out watching Fall Guy. It's a little rainy outside, but it's not that bad. But without the tent up, we don't really have any good place to sit, which is fine. The bed is a perfectly good place to sit. I just wish it was a little taller, but it'll be fine. So far, the weather's been nice. It's been a little breezy. It's probably, I don't know, let me see what temperature it is. It is 63 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's like 10, 15, I think. I think it's 15-ish. So the weather's really nice right now. Just wish it was a little bit more sunny. But I do think taking down the tent was a really good idea. Both of our stress levels have been down a lot since we took that tent down. And it feels, we're not like waiting for the next big gust of wind to come take it away. It may have been fine. This dirt is also very loose. Like a couple of the stakes I was able to pull out with like my little finger just to pull it out of the dirt. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna keep watching Fall Guy and then maybe make some dinner in a bit. I think we're gonna go to the store tomorrow. Apparently also in Belgium, a lot of stores are closed on Monday. It's like they treat Sunday, Monday as their weekend for stores, I guess. I don't know. But we need to go to the sports store. We're gonna try to find some yoga mats to go underneath the beds. The pillows and blankets we bought yesterday work better. Like I slept a lot better than I did before, but I think like a yoga mat would be good. And we need to get some more food and a couple other random things. So anyways, this is what we were dealing with yesterday when we were putting the tent up. It comes fast here in Belgium. And now it's been about 3 or 4 minutes after that last clip, and it is now basically stopped. Which flavor are we having?
Thai red curry.
Oh, it's there. I promise, we eat normal food. It's just neither of us really feel like cooking, and we have spaghetti right now, and we're gonna go to the store tomorrow. And then when we're at spa, we're gonna be eating lots of Belgian waffles and sausages and stuff. So we're eating this food, and then we'll eat normal food for a while until we get to Norway, and then we'll probably eat more of this. But it honestly sounds pretty good right now. We did just realize that Elizabeth had tea and coffee and stuff, but didn't have a good mug or a good cup or anything to put it in. So I quickly drank all of my water that was in my water bottle. It wasn't a lot. She also had a good chunk of water, and now she's drinking out of that bottle with her tea left over with from the water that we just cooked with, and yeah, hanging out. All right, that's another successful day complete. Like I said, tomorrow we're gonna go to the stores. I think it was a good call to take down the hatch tent. It's unfortunate, but it is way too hard to put up and way too flimsy, and it's too windy, and it will likely be just as windy, if not more, in like Norway and stuff. So this makes it much easier to set up camp and tear down camp, because we could probably be ready to go in probably 10-15 minutes now rather than 45 minutes before. So anyways, on to tomorrow. I'm not sure how this vlog is split up. This may be one big episode per stay, or it may be split up a little bit more. I'm not really sure. Not a lot's gonna happen tomorrow. I think we're gonna go to the stores, grocery store, sports store, maybe one other store, and then yeah, and then we head out on Thursday. Today is Monday, so we have 3 more nights here, and Elizabeth's really enjoying the horses and the smaller animals that they have. I still don't know the backstory of all these things. I still think that they're like old rescued horses, but I'm not really sure rescued from what. But maybe we'll find that out over the coming days. So catch you tomorrow. Bye. We're gonna get up this morning. It's Tuesday, I think. Yeah, Tuesday. We unloaded the roof box just because it's really easy to unload, and it makes us be able to park in garages, because That's nice. Alright, Elizabeth went to H&M and found a swimsuit because the hotel we're staying at in Cologne has a spa and she forgot hers in Munich. Fine, it was $10 at H&M. And now we're looking for camping pads. They also have these chewy block things that Elizabeth likes. So she's buying a couple of these, and then yeah, the next stop after we find something to sleep on is going to be grocery store, because we were able to go get the tickets printed out at the print shop. So now we have tickets for F1 and swimsuit, and yeah, everything else is going pretty well. Nothing to complain about so far. We got some premium ice cubes. You have a pouch?
I know. How convenient.
Alright, well, we were gone for probably 5.5 hours, I think. I think we left around 10, and it is currently 3:30. Other than getting water somewhere between now and Thursday, today's Tuesday, we should be basically all set for spa. We got eggs and bacon, you know, other random things to cook with. Throwing something away. You know, we have all our stuff. We have our tickets printed out. We have, I bought a pillow. We bought better pads for sleeping on. I think we're doing pretty well situated. Elizabeth's organizing the fridge to take up less space because of all the stuff we bought today. But then tomorrow we can relax, and then Thursday find water. Maybe here, I'm not really sure. I may ask them today or tomorrow. We just want to fill up our white jugs before we go to spa. And then yeah, so we're gonna keep packing, unpacking, I guess, from today, and see how the mats. We bought 2 mats. They should fit right next to each other, and see how those fit. So the front of the car is well and fairly full. Those are our new mats. They're apparently self-inflating. Hopefully they inflate soon. It turns out that they have water here, drinking water, out of a spigot over there. So both of the containers are now fully full. So as far as I know, there's nothing else that we need to do on Thursday when we head to the track. I'm not sure what time we'll leave. I think you can get there at 8 a.m. I think I may have already said that in this video. But so we may leave it, you know, 7, 8, something, get there in the morning, get a good spot. So anyways. Oh my goodness, this is so much better than that mattress. I mean, the mattress is still underneath all of this, but it is really nice to have this like air pad that we bought today. We actually ended up using the air pad, which is this one, and then this is, we have a cot that also has a little pad on it. That's what Will's going to be sleeping on in his tent when we go to Norway. But the 2 of those things fit really nicely in here. So for now, until we meet up with Will, we're just going to use these 2 things, and then the other one will make it work because it just overlaps a little bit. But yeah, tomorrow's our last full day here, and then we head off to Spa for Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. So 4 nights there. That should be a lot of fun. We need to make sure to drink lots of water, take lots of breaks. I'm not sure what the temperature is going to be. I think it's supposed to be kind of hit or miss with the rain, as it always is with Spa, but hopefully we get a dry track for the race. But yeah, at least we have sleeping better under control. So let's fast forward to tomorrow. I'm not really sure what we're doing tomorrow. I know I need to do some laundry, a couple other appointments in the afternoon via video conference. So let's fast forward to tomorrow. They are getting ready for breakfast, so they're down to a schedule here. It's kind of crazy. The little animals over there, when we walked over there yesterday, it was getting close to dinner time, and when we walked up, they all walked to us and saw we didn't have any food and went away. But shortly after we left, the guy walked in there with all the food, and they were making all kinds of noise. But yeah, today's our last full day. We'll probably go ahead and pay today as well, because they don't typically start running around and doing stuff until about 8:30. We want to leave tomorrow 6:45, 7 in order to go get a good spot at the camping site. I was just going through my phone. I was about to draw some desired areas that we wanted to be in for camping tomorrow on the camping spot, and I noticed that in the sketchbook app I had a old picture of what I wanted the car tent to look like, and so I will put a picture of what it looks like in the drawing and a picture of what it actually turned out like. They are not related at all. I don't think we really used the drawing. It was just kind of an ideation after we bought the car, when I was talking to Kevin about what we could do. I'm pretty happy with it. I think there's some things that could be improved. I think we could have raised it a little bit to make the bed a little wider, because the car kind of bows out like a little bit on the as it gets taller. But then we would have cut into headspace and a couple other things. But no, that was just kind of funny that I opened it up. I was like, oh, look, the first iteration of this thing. All right, so while the place that we're staying at does have a washer, they didn't have a dryer, and so we went ahead and came into town. There's a laundromat right over there. Elizabeth's in there reading book and doing the laundry while I'm in the car doing some work. Able to take a vacation day or half a vacation day back, depends on how much work I can get done. And then I'm probably gonna grab some McDonald's on the way back and yeah, keep going. But today's laundry day, and then tomorrow we're gonna be leaving early in the morning. So. This person arrived on a bike, so that's kind of cool. It's been super nice here. Being around the horses has been super cool. Been able to walk around, it's not too far from like shopping and stuff, so we've been able to get all the stuff we need for spa. But what do you think, Elizabeth?
About what?
This place.
Oh, I really like this place. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been your favorite so far?
We're coming back.
Yeah?
I've already decided.
Okay. When are we coming back?
Next month?
Next month? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, next month's gonna be hard because we're gonna be in Norway.
Oh, I meant in September.
Okay.
After this trip.
I do have to make it back to Munich to do some work, you know.
Yeah, we'll go back for a couple of days.
Okay. Sounds good. But
Kom maar. Hallo. Kom hier. Ga je mooi doen. Hey? Hallo. You can take those two for free.
Oh, that's
For the stallion and the white one. Jumbo is dressage.
Ah,
Ja.
do dressage.
Dit is Mickey. Ja.
Hi, Mickey.
Ja, deze blijft staan. Die is stil. Dus he's also a little macho. Then he comes.
it is. Well, that was super cool. He gave us a tour. A bunch of these animals are all rescues where basically people would get them, like mainly a lot of the goats and stuff, but even the horses too. They would get them, either they wouldn't like them for some reason, one reason or another. Sometimes they literally still don't know why they were given up. But then people would be like, I don't want them anymore. And either they need to find a home or they'd be taken to the slaughter. And luckily these people were here. I gotta jump into a meeting, but Elizabeth's gonna continue the tour with him because they have like probably 10 or 12 more horses out in the back. But it's a really cool place. And they really appreciate the donations and any extra money that people provide. But gotta jump on that meeting. Alrighty, well, I think that's gonna be it for our stay here. It's been really fun seeing all the horses, being able to walk around and just like experience, just being around a bunch of animals all the time. It's been fun for Elizabeth. It's been a good time for me. We have to get up somewhat early. You can start getting a spot at Spa at like 8 a.m. We're gonna try to leave around 7:30 from here, which will get us there around 9. So there's probably gonna be plenty of spots. I only imagine people that are super diehard get there at like 8 a.m. There's lots of bunnies. I don't know if you can. There's a bunch of bunnies apparently, and every year they like go through a cycle where there's like 60 of them, and then they'll go down to 10 by the end of the year due to predators or diseases or whatever. At least that's what the guy was telling us. But yeah, so that's gonna be starting tomorrow. It's gonna be a new vlog for sure. That's the only one I really know how it's gonna be split up. But it's been a good time. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.
Picked up though.